maybe be, I don't know, the guy who sweeps up the hair at the salon. He's not even going to get the hair cutter. He's just going to get to sweep up at the hair salon. Oh, f*** you. Oh, Jesus Christ. And so it begins. It started early today, Nick Scopoletti.
Yeah.
The stress, the pain, the anguish. Come in with an idea for the podcast and an interaction with our, quote, producer Celia just adds right to the beauty of it. My little interaction with Celia dovetails seamlessly into our episode topic today. Hello, this is Lisa Lampanelli. Welcome to Shrink This, the podcast that's produced by a needy bitch who I love. And another needy bitch is a sidekick called Nick Scopoletti. Say hi, Nick.
Yo, what's up, baby? I'm back. I know you thought Andrew Ginsberg was going to stay here being all hot and shit.
No, it's Bo also.
His baby blues.
Bo's baby blue eyes graced us for 2 episodes, but now you're back.
I'm here. I'm sorry.
You were just like so busy. Like, girl, you are a gal on the go.
I go to a lot of galas.
You do? You're always in a gown.
Just got diagnosed with lucky girl syndrome as well.
Speaking of LGS, here is... she won't even fist bump you.
Damn it.
Our producer in the making, Celia.
In the making?
Well, I feel like
you're kind of always been here.
I feel like you're trainable, kind of a trainee.
Like a dog.
How do you feel? How do you feel today?
I feel good.
I don't know. I think that's a big lie because you're smiling through the pain, and I'll tell you why. I wanted to do an episode on feeling one's feelings because I think everyone is afraid to feel their feelings, and therefore they have things they do to distract them. They have the addictions. They have the pot. They have all the things, the overthinking, the distraction, and I don't like it. And I enjoy, well, actually, I don't enjoy feeling my feelings, but I know it's the only way through them. Like they say, Nick, the only way through them is not around them, it's through them.
Oh, put it through me.
Yes, girl. So, Celia, now... here's our interaction that makes me think this is perfect to talk about on the podcast about feeling one's feelings. No, it's good. It's not an insult.
Be exposed.
You're always exposed. So we're sitting in the little green room.
Ooh.
And we're just chatting away. And she goes, Harry Styles is hosting SNL in a couple of days or a couple weeks or whatever it is. I guess by this time this airs, it'll be already out there, done, and we will not have been in the audience. And she says, wouldn't it be nice if someone could help me get tickets? And I was like, yeah, that'd be great for you. I go, I don't want to help you because I don't want to go. Like, even if I reached out to someone I knew there, which I don't think it's ever a guarantee for someone like me to get tickets. I don't think I'm famous enough. I don't think they drop their phones or panties every time I call.
I do.
I think so. I'm like, there's no guarantee. But also I have plans that night to go see a student of mine in a legitimate play. So I don't want to be like, hi, Haley, can't come because Celia's a dumb cunt who wants to see Harry Styles because she thinks she's going to marry him and she's delusional because she has LGS. So I said, okay, I don't want to go. And she goes, well, what about I could go by myself? So part of me was like, what will Celia learn and benefit more from? Going into the audience on a single ticket and seeing Harry Styles, or dealing with the feeling of disappointment that she will feel not going? I think arguably you will grow more, and you know that's true. Don't even fucking lie.
Wait,
dealing with sadness and feelings of disappointment is more valuable for the human experience. And when you're 50 years old and finally have a brain in your fucking head, you'll be like, thank God Lisa gave me that difficult lesson of learning to deal with disappointments. Now that, say, someone dies, okay, I'm no stranger to being sad. I'm no stranger to dealing with my feelings. Thank you, Lisa. Posthumously, you're dead, Lisa. But thank you for not getting me those SNL tickets to Harry Styles. Do you don't start answering yet. Fucking think for a minute.
I have been thinking this whole time.
Shut up. You know what it's like? It's like spoiling your kids. Every parent out there knows
She
they
spoiled you,
shouldn't
Celia.
they shouldn't give their kids everything they want because it's a temporary fix for the kids' discomfort. So when you have a good parent, the good parent goes, look, I know it hurts that I'm taking away your Nintendo or your PlayStation. I know it sucks that I'm not getting you the latest iPhone. You have to learn to deal with sadness and disappointment and manage your feelings correctly. So, Celia, don't you think it'll serve you more as a human to not go see Harry Styles?
The thing is that I have not seen him many times. Like, there have been many a times that I have missed out on a Harry Styles experience or many experiences.
Well, you know what the greatest thing is then? This'll just be one more.
Wait, why are you flipping on me?
Yeah.
I'm having anxiety now.
Did I agree to do this?
Almost. You said that you would do something.
I mean, I would try, but I thought, wow, this subject of the podcast really dovetails nicely. And again, I've used the word dovetail twice. I deserve some rounds of applause for that. I feel, why don't you just learn the valuable lesson of sadness? At 11:30, here's what we do. 11:30 on March 14th, which is past, by the way, and she's not going to take me up on this, so trust me, we didn't do it. I think it would be more valuable if we had a phone call at 11:30 as he's about to walk on and do his monologue and say, Celia, I'm here for you. Be sad. Cry. It's okay.
Sounds terrible.
No, it sounds fucking great because you would grow as a human.
I've done that. I had a traumatic childhood.
Maybe wait, how about we do our next episode on playing the victim?
My point is that I've been disappointed plenty.
Well, I guess this will just be one more time.
Okay, like I'm not even expecting to actually be there. So like if it did work, then I would be so ecstatic. Like, and if it didn't, I wouldn't be disappointed because I don't really expect to be there already. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like, my expectations are in the gutter.
Listen, either way, I should come with you.
Oh, no way. You guys.
Me and Stephanie will accompany you.
This is what you guys don't.
3. We need one ticket.
I have some
for
strings
Celia.
I could pull.
Oh, yeah.
I said I will literally never, if there's something that bothers you about me, I will work.
But I told her there's nothing that bothers me about her, so she doesn't have to change anything. I'm not getting anything out of this.
My happiness.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't help me. You're better on the show when you're a grumpy bitch like this.
I'm not grumpy. Now I'm anxious.
No, you anxious. I already told you no. Don't
Wait.
be anxious.
No, you didn't.
Anxious is worry.
You told me that you would maybe
Don't feed into
help.
it.
You would try.
Don't feed into it, Celia. Stay strong.
Can't
She's
you just
baiting
try?
you. Don't do it.
Celia, shut off your mic for 2 seconds and shut up. Nick, no, don't really shut it off. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Nick, don't you think, though, when it comes to feeling feelings, it's valuable to go through the tough ones. It is not valuable to numb oneself with different things like the pot, the drugs, the food, the Harry Styles binge.
Yeah.
Don't you think that adds to one's character?
It definitely, I will say this, it absolutely helps to feel the feelings. But I think, A, you need practice with it, and B, I think you need to know how to navigate them. And I think that's where therapy comes in. Because I've been with my guy a few years now, and I've noticed now when I'm having feelings, I could just, instead of going into full, and I feel you, Celia, full like anxious, I have to fix this now. And you're having these feelings, I will go more into like, all right, let's sit here and figure it out and start like trying your best to like just, and now I can actually get to a place where I could calm myself down and start to reason with maybe why the things I'm feeling. Sometimes it takes me like 30 minutes or so.
Which isn't bad.
It's like, but I'm sitting there and I'm actually like, are you really upset about this? Or is it just because of this? Or is it, et cetera, et cetera. That being said, if Sabrina Carpenter was hosting SNL,
you'd feel the same way.
I'd feel just like Celia.
Oh, it's so funny.
I don't feel shit.
Listen, full spoiler alert, I bet I'll end up DMing one of the cast members who I don't know well at all because I don't think I'm very famous anymore. and probably never was that famous anyway. So I'll probably end up doing it. And then I'll have to see, here's the problem. Then I'm going to have to deal with the disappointment that he goes, who dis? Because it was, okay. So I'm suddenly having to deal with the sadness of being forgotten, the disappointment of, oh, wow, he didn't remember when we met. That's sad to me. But I fully embrace feeling my feelings because of my age and also just knowing I've had enough work to withstand the disappointment. I'll risk that in order to give you an opportunity to maybe go to this show and also avoid your feelings about this for another year. How's that sound?
Amazing. But can I say something?
No. Yes, go.
You don't give yourself enough credit because
you're such an idiot.
Go.
Don't start with the, Lisa is a...
God, I open my mouth and then I get attacked.
All right, shut up and go.
You're ruining it.
Go.
I was just saying, like, sometimes I'll be like, my friends or whoever I'm talking to will be like, oh, what kind of podcast do you work on? I'm like, oh, Lisa Lampanelli. Like, I know Lisa Lampanelli. She's hilarious.
Yeah,
or like,
well, but see, my ego isn't attached to it, so I don't worry about that stuff too much. But when it's in your face of like somebody going, who? Then you'd feel like a dick.
Of course.
But
I
think what's good about it, I will take this as an opportunity for me to grow if that should happen versus shoving an opportunity for you to go down your throat. Okay? So I would rather me grow than be like, oh, she's really not ready. You view this as some kind of abandonment by me to not do it, and you view it as some kind of a diss. So I'll do it. But I'll then probably have to deal with Boyne.
So I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Can I view it as abandonment and a diss?
A little bit. You feel like kind of like, I don't think you're an entitled person. I don't think you're an you owe me kind of person. I think you would feel sad if I didn't.
I would.
Why?
Sad. Because I feel like it's like a favor. And if I want it,
which you're owed.
No, not at all. It's like, no, all I do is my job for you. And I just feel like we have a good relationship and you would kind of want to see me.
Wow, I think she just entitlemented herself.
Celia, just cut it off. We're going to do the rest of it.
We're going to do it.
She'll
Don't worry
DM.
about
It's
it.
fine.
I'll do it. I'll DM him. It's fine. Well, this is how. Shut up. This is how
You're ruining
stupid
it,
Celia is.
Yeah.
You got to give her credit for this. She somehow found out that some SNL members follow me. So she like stalked a little. So it's like,
oh, you did.
Yeah,
so
I did a lot
you
of
did
work.
your homework.
I thought you just assumed just because Lisa was a comic that she has. You know,
Never.
I didn't think
No,
that.
I get my facts straight, okay? And I did that.
And I
she
get
did.
him
She
gay.
even named names, and I was like, "You're right, he does."
Yep.
Okay, I get it. But then again, who the hell knows? I'm always surprised when anyone remembers me and view it as a cute little thing. I don't view it as like, oh my God, my week is made. But like a couple weeks ago, I was reading Cameron Crowe's book. I mean, I worship every movie he's ever done. Mm-hmm. Almost Famous is my favorite movie of all time. You don't have to insert U2 because no one cares. I will say the book is moving me deeply because I worked also at Rolling Stone. Our time there overlapped, even though we never knew each other. I was just a fact checker. He was this major writer, but then Almost Famous and, oh my God, freaking Jerry Maguire, come on, and all the rest. So I'm reading the book and I was like, I'd be an asshole if I didn't tell him this book was good as a DM, but I don't expect him to get back to me. So I was shocked when 2 days later, he's like, oh my God, this means so much. And this is like my magic thing that somebody can say to me, coming from you, that feels so good. So it's like giving me a little status. So I'm like, I'm glad it's not the old days where that would make my week and make my month and be like, oh, look at me. Like, let's work on something together or something like that. But I never assume anyone knows who I am, and I think that's okay.
Expectation should be in the gutter. Always. So then you can be gladly surprised.
But then maybe your Harry Styles tickets expectations.
My expectations are in the gutter, so I wouldn't be disappointed because I'm not even expecting anything.
All right, we're done with the Harry Styles portion of the conversation. I'm going to DM my friend, the person I've met there. I do know very well an original SNL writer, Alan Zweibel. He's in every fucking documentary. We wrote my off-Broadway show together. He probably has limitless access to tickets. He's an old Jew, one of my old Jew favorites, Alan Zweibel. Him I could ask, but I'm not going with you, even if he says yes.
That's okay.
I hate going anywhere. I only like my place and my dogs and my activities in Connecticut.
That does kind of make me sad because I thought that we could hang out, but
that was a belch that didn't happen. No, but I would hang out with you. You can go with Nick.
I'd go with you.
She don't even care.
Oh, we have a great time, but I was like, oh, we could be girls together and like
me and you. You're saying?
Oh, well, yes, that too.
Yeah.
But like we could have.
But can't we be girls together at a different venue near my house at some point?
Sure.
Okay, so that's what we'll do, girl thing.
At a diner.
Nick, set a reminder for me to never invite her on.
I'm on it. Yep.
So. Girl, you just wrote that shit down. So I'll do it. But I still, as a subject of this podcast, I object to the idea of people pushing their feelings aside. And I'm not helping you grow. And my feelings will be felt. And it's okay. I've had disappointments, you know. I've dealt with sadness. In fact, a couple weeks ago, that's why this topic even came up, because I found it very valuable to feel my feelings. In New York and Connecticut area, we had an epic amount of snow this year. As you know, 2 storms that were like 21 inches or more. So my hot water kept going out throughout the first storm. I'm lucky enough that I have a heating company that comes over and tries to help pretty quickly. But it went out one night, late at night, and I was like, what's this feeling? Because I wasn't angry at the storm. I wasn't angry at the heating company. I wasn't angry at the lack of hot water. I was like, why do I feel so fucking sad about this? And I'm like, oh, because you have to do it all alone, because you're responsible for everything in your own life, because you're solo. You're scared. Because there is a fear that comes up. If you sit with your feelings, the actual feeling comes up instead of trying to push it down. You're scared, and it's an irrational fear that you will never have this fixed, that this is going to be a chronic problem, you'll have to move, et cetera, et cetera. And I go, let's just sit here with that fear. And I know it's going to sound, you guys will be like, you have to befriend the feeling. You have to go make friends with that fear and just sit there with it and be like, it's going to be okay. And just within about literally 3-4 minutes, it's sort of loosened up, dissipated. The little tiny bit of tears comes out. I'm like, okay. So there was nothing to stuff. There was no way to avoid it. So I feel like that when that thing happens again, because it's bound to happen, another appliance will go out or another thing will happen. I will have had that valuable experience of feeling it and getting through it and feeling like an adult for the first time in a long time. Does this make sense to you, Nick?
It does. I do everything alone as well.
Yeah.
Even when I go to SNL to see Harry Styles.
You got that single ticket I sent you, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Hold on.
Who did you give the other ticket to?
Oh, no one.
Okay.
Probably Stephanie.
Probably. You know what you should do? You should probably just leave an empty seat because you're girthy. Okay. Okay. Sounds good.
Yes. But yeah, I will say that when you just said about you having, I got to do everything alone, it's always on me. I was sitting here going, oh yeah. And like, it hit me too with, that's why like having, for me, like feeling your feelings and also having, I don't know if I'm going off topic, but having people to reach out to.
Yeah.
And share your feelings with, and then like them be like, it's a game changer for sure to feel fully supported like that. But yeah, when you said that, I was like, I sat here and I just started to like space out and think about all the times I've had to do stuff alone.
Yeah, because
it sent me, man.
And again, I recognize I'm in a great position because to have a heating company come out 5 times in 5 days within an hour and a half, I mean, that's really privileged. They're really good guys. And I felt sorry for them because they couldn't figure it out. But I think the whole lesson was you realize the capacity you have for feeling things and getting through it versus, well, I stuffed those feelings or I called somebody and vented about it or I I used to cover it all up and go to anger. Be like, these fucking guys, how come they can't get it fixed? It's like, seriously not their fault. And by the way, you're not really angry. You're just sad.
Yeah.
Even where the same week we had a death in the family, but it was a death in the family that wasn't someone I would see all the time. It was someone who was more distant from me. They lived half a country away. Someone I wasn't directly related to, but kind of. And for some reason, maybe because I live in my parents' house, maybe because I feel like all the older people older than me are all disappearing, especially the older women. I'm like, where were those older women I used to look up to so much? They're all leaving one after another. I was so struck with grief about this person. And again, I did everything right. Reached out to the people who had affected the most, sent very heartfelt letters. I had, by the grace of some God or universe, had the week before organized all my photos. I knew all where her photos were. So I knew I could send them to my sister-in-law who's closer to her. I was like, oh my God, I did all the right things. Now I just have to, I'm not medicating with the activity anymore of sending the things and writing the letters. You just got to feel sad that this woman isn't on earth anymore. And this was a woman who made you feel like you counted. Because it's weird when you meet somebody only 20, 25 times in your life and they somehow get you. I just always felt she got me and someone to look up to because she had a very cool life, very grounded, really a good person. She wasn't complicated. Like my mother was fucking complicated. Like she could yell in a second and be smiling the next. This woman was steady and emotionally sound. So she was fucking rarity in this family. So I go, fuck, I'm crying a lot over her. And I didn't know why, but guess what? Just by feeling it, I was like, well, I don't have to care why I'm this upset about it. You just get to be this upset about it. But then it gives me the feeling of, oh, and now I have, quote, capacity to get through the next tough one, the tougher ones, the people who are closer to me. So I think just the whole step of not medicating is great, but I get why it's so hard for people to just sit there and you're just sitting there and you think the crying's not going to stop, but it does. You know, have you ever had that?
Yeah, I would say for me, it's mostly in romantic relationships, like having to feel my feelings, and then like that's like number one, and then 1A I would say would be speaking my truth. So like those go hand in hand with like, because the minute I don't speak my truth or I'm holding on to something, it never, you think like by hiding it, it's going to go away, or by suppressing it, it's going to be fine. I'm fine. It's fine.
Right.
And it comes out in other ways. The person you're with can tell that you're not, even if you're like, yeah, it's good.
So even if you say something like, hey, I'm just really sad about something that happened at work.
Yeah. You're saying if I was talking to like my partner or something like that?
Yeah. Like say you are in a romantic relationship and you're like sad about something, or you're sad because your dad acted like however.
Yeah.
And instead of having it come out sideways on to affect them, it's more like you have to say, yeah, do you feel better when you just say you feel sad? It's so hard, I think, for tough women like me or men like you to be like, I'm just sad.
Yeah. I think it's taken me a while. It's taken me a long time to be like, being able to be like, yeah, I'm going to speak my truth. But like the fear of speaking your truth and it being rejected, or it's sharing a feeling and it being rejected, is so strong that you'll just shove it down and it doesn't help anything. And you're not feeling anything. You're not sharing why you're, but anytime I've been direct and like, you know, I'm upset about this thing, but also like this thing happened with my dad, so I don't really know if I'm just like nitpicking or just like finding something else to be mad at, because getting mad at him is a dead end.
So you saying you would maybe deflect and like if you're sad about something, take it out on somebody else.
Yeah, I don't do that, but I can sense when I'm starting to get there. I don't get there much ever. I'm pretty good of like, feel your shit and you got to handle it, right? But I think being open and honest and just being like, yeah, I'm having a bunch of feelings today, but I think it's just because of, you know, what happened with my dad. earlier in the week. And I think now I'm like looking for fights or looking for reasons to get mad or feel like I'm being screwed out of something. It's just like you're literally trying to find like adrenaline hits or dopamine hits. Right. Just like, and that's what I find for me. I don't let it get there, but I can sense when I'm starting to. Yep. It's like I'm looking for someone to punch in the head.
Well, yeah, we have to make trouble because we want to distract from that hard feeling. Yeah. Because I think for us, the hardest feelings are sadness, fear, disappointment. Because I'm an Enneagram 8, which is like a badass and tough. So it's hard to like accept like saying the words "I'm sad" to somebody. Yeah. And it's very few people you can say that to. Because also, I never want to say that to people who are going to say, "Oh, don't be sad," or "Oh, you don't have to feel that way." It's like, no, just shut the fuck up. Then you get like mad at them. So you have to use discernment who you share anything with. Yeah. Like my friend Bobby for sure can just sit in it with you. My friend Bonnie, she can sit in it. She always says, "I'm sorry," and that feels good. Like she knows it. None of this is about her, but it's like, "Well, I'm sorry you have to go through that."
Yeah. I used to think, again, back to romantic relationships, I used to think that a woman sharing her feelings with me was her dumping them on me and saying, "Fix this." Right. Or "You're doing something wrong." Because that's how my grandmother was with me. It was just she didn't have anyone else. Yep. And she would just unload on me. And to me, it was like the worst. And it like ruined our relationship. So like it took me a while to learn like, no, like, and again, this is specifically romantic relationships, but like if a woman's sharing her feeling, that's how women connect. She's sharing her feelings with you. And you don't have to do anything. You just got to be like, when you talk about Bonnie.
That's it.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah, that's
really
all
hard.
we
You
want
don't
to
need
hear.
to try to fix. You don't need to. They don't want a fucking solution. Well, you know what you should do? Who the fuck wants to hear? Like you just sit here with me.
So
be
you
sad.
just want to be witnessed. They call. I always say if I want advice, probably I've thought of it already because I'm fucking great. But like I'll like ask. The other day I had found. You know, I'm doing all this organization at home. I found like 5 boxes of like old performances on VHS, DVD, all this stuff. And I was like, I kind of want to throw them all away, but I don't know if I want to. Right. And I was having feelings about them only about certain ones of them that I didn't have a good experience doing them. And it wasn't that the product sucked. It was just like, oh God, remember that fucking episode was so hard and we got in a fight or whatever it was. So I was like, oh, I just was sitting there and I'm like, this is too complicated to solve. I'll just organize them and leave them there for now. But I was at lunch with my friend Anthony, who's deep, and I was just like, hey, I'm going to ask you advice. So I don't mind. I'll tell you if I want advice. He's great at just sitting with it and being like, yeah, I'd be conflicted too. Or yeah, that sucks to be conflicted about old things, old items around the house that you don't know if you could get rid of. But fucking advice, people will ask if they want to know. And that's a one way, by the way, of not feeling your own feelings out there is freaking solving somebody else's problem instead of yours. Yeah. So it's like instead of feeling sad and in the uncomfortable sadness with them, you try to advice give and fix them, but don't look at yourself. It's like, well, why can't you just sit there? Because that is hard to just sit there.
It is tough, but you need to. Trust me, there were times where I was going through it, and I luckily had like a therapist that was like, no, you need to do this because you've been avoidant or running away from these things your whole life, and you will continue, the pattern will continue. Mm-hmm. There were moments where I was like, this is insane. I can't just keep doing this. Mm-hmm. And like, because it felt so hard. Yeah. So like, I was like, there has to be, this is dumb. Maybe but like, now that I'm through it, I'm like, oh, okay. Now I get it.
Did you ever, though, have like where you're all vulnerable and stuff and then, quote, regret it or feel like a hangover? Like where you're just like, oh, shit, like I shared too much. They know I'm fucking gay. Not like with a guy would be like, oh, my friends think I'm a fucking fag now.
No, I would. Yeah, I have that. Because, again, I have a great network of friends and I reach out and I talk to my friends. But there are moments when, like, I'm out of that crisis mode or how I'm feeling. And I'm like, maybe I Maybe that was too much. I should have kept that.
Yeah.
Like, I should have kept that in. But at the same time, it's like, well, that's not what you chose to do. And, like, it was helpful at the time.
Right.
And all these things. But there are moments where I'm like, I should have shared less.
Yeah, because I remember bottling it up so much as a kid, where it all started. Everything starts there. That I remember my grandfather died suddenly. Like, it was sudden. He was maybe 50 something. And that is shocking. I was like 13. And I just, for some reason, I already had the role in the family where I don't show emotion. Okay. Mm-hmm. So wake comes, I don't cry. All the days leading up to it, don't cry. Back in those days, you'd have a wake for 2 to 3 days, for like hours, and you'd just be sitting there. I was like, they're all crying. I'm not gonna, like, something internal.
Yeah.
And I remember the day of the funeral, I guess they had asked me and my sister, because we were like in folk group at church. You know, it was the 70s. No, it was the 80s or whatever. To like, we had to sing a song or something in the wedding, or excuse me, at the funeral. I could not open my mouth. I just started sobbing on the stage in front of everybody. And I was like, oh, that's what you get when you bottle it up. That was the early lesson of like, ooh, if it had just come out slowly. And I remember years later, I was so proud of my niece, Emily, who my mother asked her to sing at my father's funeral.
Yeah.
And she goes, I'll do it, but I have to have a friend with me who's doing, like, singing it with me. And I might have to turn my back. And my mother's, of course, like, yeah, that's fine. So I think the knowing what you need, asking for the help, plus just going, let it out in little manageable ways, then it doesn't back up on you like it did. So it's an early lesson, which I should have learned at 13, but how many years later? 50 fucking years later. No, it's like sitting there in the house going, I'm just scared I'll never have hot water again. And being able to cry over it and going, then the logic can surface. I think the problem is we try to logic our way out first.
Yes.
We try to go,
yeah, that's a good point.
Well, what I'm really feeling is this, and it's fine because, like, I'm really just grateful that I have heating guys to come over. And how about you just feel it? 90 seconds, 2 hours, whatever the fuck it takes. And then you go, now let's plan.
Yeah.
Now it's okay. I get to have to come back. The other day, someone on a group call for my coaching course said something I didn't like that hurt my feelings. And I know he meant it as a joke. And I was pretty quickly able to get to compassion because I was like, oh, we're so the same. He wants to be seen. So do I. He's heartbroken because he never had the career he wanted. So am I, and I was able to get, but not without feeling for like 10 minutes of going, well, I'm really hurt.
Yeah.
So I think the lesson is, A, feel your fucking feelings. They're not going to kill you.
Yeah.
Reach out if you need. Do it. And speaking of reaching out, I hope by this time, Celia has either dealt with the disappointment of not seeing Harry Styles, but I will have reached out to my 2 contacts, as unimportant as they are at SNL, and tried to get her a single ticket. And she will not have to deal with her pain and misery.
Dear Lisa, sometimes after a really hard day with my 4 kids, I just want to close my... This is funny.
Poor thing.
I close my bedroom door... 4 kids is nuts. Oof. I want to close my bedroom door and cry. Amen. The stress is too much, and I need to release it. When this happens, I catch myself and say, come on, you're stronger than this, which is better in the long run. Crying my eyes out or rising above it. Thanks, Dawn in Naugatuck, Connecticut.
Listen, Dawn, first move out of Naugatuck, Connecticut.
That's number
Anyone
1.
Who knows. Obviously, I think you know the right answer, Dawn, but I'll spell it out for those who don't. Who wouldn't be allowed a few tears after a tough day? Who would ever look at a woman, man, child, anything, and say how weak of them? I personally feel a good, well-placed tear, a good cry. They call it a good cry. They don't call it a bad cry. Hey, I had a bad cry. No, you didn't. The cry was good. It was terrific. Now, that being said, if you're doing this for too long or too much of a stretch of time, you go to yourself, should I really be locked in my bathroom for 4 hours sobbing? No. That's complicated. That's where you have to get it fucking sussed out and talk to somebody about it and find out if this is weird. Do I have depression? Do I have something clinical going on with me? Does my cunt hurt? You may have a UTI. I'd be crying over that.
Been there.
Ooh, girl, hurts when I pee, even when I don't have to.
When
Hurts
I squirt.
I squirt all the time. So, I say, though, if it's not big and complicated, if it's that little tearful thing, get it out, and then you'll have the strength to go back to your kids. Because what does she say? Power through it? Should she just be able to power through it?
Should she, what's better? She asked what's better in the long run, crying her eyes out or rising above it?
Oh, because there's no such thing as rising above it.
That's right.
You can't, because you just cry. Or if you think you rise above it, you're going to take it out on somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to hit a kid, God forbid. You're going to freaking throw one out right in the fucking window.
That would be awesome.
A high-rise window.
Sometimes you got to set the tone.
But you have 4 kids, so one of them's got to go. Maybe one of them out a well-placed window isn't a bad
rule.
idea.
Yeah, who do you think will be the least successful?
Yeah, that's what I always thought. Or the one who will be the one who needs the least education, because then you save money. So say I had 4 kids.
Right.
One was a little, quote, special. Maybe you figured, what's the best they can do in life? Maybe be, I don't know, the guy who sweeps up the hair at the salon. He's not even going to get the hair cutter. He's just going to get to sweep up at the hair salon. Well, that's the kid you keep because you don't have to put him through college. Get rid of the Harvard kid. See, everybody thinks killing the right kid is the right skill to develop.
Right.
So Dawn either acts the smartest kid, out the window he goes, or have your little cry, because you cannot rise above feelings. You have to go through it. Am I right?
When she's right, guys.
Shut the fuck up. Next letter, you asshole.
But yes, you
have you ever done that, Nick, though? I always have the tiniest little cry and then it's done.
It depends. Sometimes I let myself cry. I don't really. Even if I'm alone, I'm just like,
I've seen it, you fag.
It depends. No. Only when my food's late. I'm looking at myself in the camera. I look like shit. I was looking at my eyes. I look like fucking Uncle Fester right
You should be crying at that.
Oof, I'm tired. I didn't sleep well.
Oh.
All right. I was just like feeling my feelings all night. And then I jerked off to a Harry Styles video this morning.
Oh my God. So did I.
So did Celia.
When he called me, it was really fun that conversation. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
I'm Eric. I've been in therapy for a year, and I still panic every time I feel a strong emotion. I've built, an entire identity around being chill.
Ugh.
The unbothered guy who makes jokes and keeps things light. But underneath that, I feel like a shaken soda can.
Yeah.
How do I start showing up more authentically without blowing up my friendships or seeming needy? Eric, 30 years old, Seattle, Washington.
Nick, this is a question built for you because you had that identity and have the identity of Mr. Mirth. I think the title of your 1-hour comedy special should be Mirthy and Girthy, the Nick Scopoletti special on No Network will buy this.
That's right.
So
iHeartRadio.
You are a more serious guy now. In the right ways. You show your feelings to your real friends. Like I said, you've cried, which I fully was thrilled. I was like, oh, finally, he's showing us who he is. But yet you still have that mirthful attitude with people. You're still really fun. How do you navigate the balance? Because this guy, as the chill guy who just always makes people happy, it's going to implode on him. He's going to have a heart attack. He's going to have shit his pants. Yeah. Shit your pants is worse than being the serious guy sometimes.
Peeing your pants is cool.
Yeah, just pee, but don't shit your pants.
Don't shit
so
your
how
pants.
did you sort of, as you got more aware and knew that feelings had to be felt, how did you shift it?
I don't think I have it all. To be honest, I just don't think I have it all figured out yet. I'm better.
No
at
one
it.
would think you do.
No, but a lot I do.
No, they don't. Not one.
I actually have LGS, so lucky guileless syndrome. So I don't think I have it all figured out. I think I'm still learning, but I definitely. You just got to keep. He said he's been in therapy for a year. I've been in it for 4, and we're still just keep going. I really don't have any cool this is how I figured it out.
Yeah.
It takes trial an era, just like the things I was talking about before. It took a million times of me not speaking my truth or sharing my real feelings, and then everything blowing up to shit for me to be like, all right, this doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just, they'll figure it out when they figured it out. You can tell them you could give them all the advice and say all the shit, but and he just has to keep going.
And he also has to just keep showing up authentically in safe places. Yeah. There's going to be places where you're not going to be able to, and people who you're never going to be able to be vulnerable in front of, never going to be able to be like, yeah, I know I'm usually in a good mood, but I'm sad today. But there's like one or two people that maybe you can try it with.
Yeah.
And then maybe they get more authentic too. And that's huge when someone feels permission. Like if you crying in front of me makes me feel like I don't have to put on a brave face all the time in front of you. So that's vulnerability. That's how real friendship or relationships happen.
Yeah.
So he just has to keep putting it out there like a little, like that thing in the water. You just go, I'm going to cast and see if it takes hold. And if it doesn't with the right people, if they're like, oh, dude, what happened to you? You used to be so much fun. It's like, well, I'm not that much fun anymore. And then you take out a fucking gun. And you kill everyone, and especially the fourth child who's going to Harvard and has lucky girl syndrome.
Listen, guys, you heard it here first. Okay?
Kill your young.
Kill your young.
Thank you. Good night. God bless us all.
Oh,
you got one more?
We got one more.
What?
Dear Lisa.
What?
I've been a huge fan of yours for years, and your comedy has gotten me through some really tough times.
I doubt that.
So thank you. Whenever I find myself down or depressed, I always turn to comedy, and the laughter brings me out of my dark place. My sister, on the other hand, watches sad movies when she's down and has a good cry. Which do you think is healthier? Thanks, Simone, Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, my God, Simone. First of all, that is a French name, and I don't approve of the French. So I'm shocked I'm even going to answer this.
Yeah.
But I will say I think both are healthy as little outlets to express that. And not to be up Cameron Crowe's ass too much, but he does this. He talks in the book about a feeling he has from childhood, and I loved this, called happy sad, which is that bittersweet thing where you just like to feel sad a little and you're a little happy. The sadness is there. It's nostalgia. And I'm like, oh, I get that. You listen to a certain song and it's like you're kind of happy to be sad and you can get it out. Sometimes a song will come up on a playlist that I'm like, oh God, that reminds me of such and such or my parents. I can't listen to that. And they go, wait a minute, let's see if you can get through it. Let's see if this is something you can listen to now and have the right kind of happy, sad feeling about. And I go, oh, I got through that. Again, I'm sick of the word, but showing you now have the capacity to withstand it. And then the next time it's not so hard. So I think whichever way you get through it is fine. It's just really up to you to not get then stuck in it. Yeah. I think the feelings have to move through, and both of them are getting unstuck because of it. They're not sitting there watching 12 sad movies in a row or just 12 comedy specials and not washing their ass and getting to work. You freaking are living a life, and this is a way of accessing that stuff.
Yeah. I personally, I don't go to comedy when I'm sad or anything like that. I'll go right. I like exposing myself weirdly. As someone who has spent most of his life not feeling feelings about certain things, I'll go right to a sad thing just to get it out. It's like, it's kind of what you said earlier to the guy about the letter, like practicing opening up to certain people. Mm-hmm. That's what that is for me. It's like my own private way of like just trying out a feeling. Like, and I know there's certain episodes of certain shows where things like really get me, or I know, oh, this is going to be tough. And I just like kind of sit there and deal with it. And honestly, it helps because then like you're less, I feel like it's, you know, it's not, obviously it's not a real thing you're going through, but it helps build up a little bit of like a callus to get through the next thing, I feel. Yeah, you're not scared of the next time it happens. Yeah. Like I said, with this recent death in the family, it's like, oh, wow, I got through that. I'll have capacity for the next time that it's someone even more close. Right. And I don't like it. I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy these involuntary, dramatic things happen in our lives. But we got to kind of get ready for it because, you know, other than me, no one's getting any younger.
I'm clearly reversing time.
Am I right?
Am I right?
And Celia's reverse cowgirl. Am I right?
She's like, how'd I get roped into this? No pun intended.
What if Harry Styles wanted it?
Oh, wait a second.
Done.
I wonder if there's a guy,
Celia.
speaking of not feeling anything, if there's a guy who would be worth anal. Like,
For me,
yeah.
Harry Styles.
Okay. All right. Wow.
That's
Honestly, for me, same.
Well, we agree on a lot, folks. Feel your feelings and put Harry Styles' cock right where it belongs.
it. In your butthole.
Okay.
Peg me, Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, my God. I officially am retiring from this podcast. I hate my two people. So thank you very much. We did it. Hey, Nick, where can they listen? Why don't you do your little outro, you bitch?
Hey, listen, if you guys want,
No, you have to.
you have to. You listen to us Shrink This on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get podcasts. You could also email us, like we said, at shrinkthisShow@gmail.com. Follow Lisa Lampanelli. Follow Celia. Follow me at Nick Scopes on Instagram and the TikToks. And we'll see you guys at SNL in a few weeks.
You.